Hello everybody, it is a great pleasure to be here. Welcome everybody to another matchup in the Season 5 Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories tournament. It is a great pleasure again to be here. I am your commentator for the evening, BadNewsNate, and we have a huge arrangement of matches this week. Starting with one match that really stands out from quite a bit so far in this lower bracket, that being Rhys against Vlad. It is a matchup against two very formidable Brazilian speedrunners who have scratched and clawed their way to get to this point in the tournament. Rhys being one of the top runners, if not the current world record holder for 15 card mods. So it'll be very interesting to see how Vlad plays out here against Vlad. Anyways, I am going to be joined also by QC. Let me go ahead and get him in here. QC, welcome on in. Thank you so much for being here.
I was busy. My plans got canceled, so now here I am.
It's a great pleasure to have you on board again. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much for taking some of your time to be here.
I don't want to miss Rhys and Vlad.
I
didn't want
absolutely not. I would not want to miss this for anything in the world either. This is going to be a fun matchup, and as I said before, chat, it is a elimination match. It's a best 2 out of 3 matchup here in the bottom bracket of the tournament. Winner of this one will advance to the quarterfinals. The loser is out of the tournament. And speaking of the brackets, let's take a look at Group A and what we've got to up to this point here.
Okay, yeah, so Associate advanced to the semifinals. Kenneth did lose their match, so he's advanced to the quarterfinals. And the winner of Krombolski will also advance to the quarterfinals to face off against Kenneth.
And also now on Group B, I have advanced to the semifinals with the victory against Dinamont yesterday. Dinamont still advances to the quarterfinals, but Dinamont gave me a run for my money, I will say. So shout out to Dinamont. And now we have this matchup here with Rhys and Vlad. So let's take a look at the tail of the tape between both of our runners here. Rhys, as I said, is a current world record holder for multiple categories, that being for 5 card, for 15 card mod, any multi-card category you can think of. In addition to that as well, Vlad making his season's debut, but if you look at the comparisons, Vlad hasn't really done that many race time races compared to Rhys, but Rhys has a 118 for this season, and Vlad has a 119. So, should be interesting to see how it all plays out.
And again, I will say Vlad, for not, I'm gonna use Lucy for not having a lot of race time races, to make it this far in this tournament is nothing short of impressive.
Yeah, Vlad is a very, very dangerous runner if you think about it here. So, yeah, Rhys definitely has to be careful for sure.
But knowing Rhys is obviously very good at the game. Vlad being also very good at the game. I think this race in particular is just going to come down to who gets luckier.
Yeah, either luck or it's just going to be skill as well. So we'll see again who has the edge in that regard.
Okay, so Grinch asked me, who are you betting on? So here, let me dive into the question a little more. So in particular, as to build off what Nate said, Rhys has a lot of experience in this game. I've known him for a very long time now. He's a world record holder in multiple categories. He has a lot of experience in this game. He's in the argument for one of the best players in the world right now. He has a lot of experience. Seeing Vlad as a newcomer, I've seen him make quite a few mistakes, but again, for him to come into a season tournament and to make it to as far as he's made it is nothing short of an extremely impressive feat. Now, if you were to ask me who I would bet on, I would say Rhys based off pure experience. But this race can go either way. I'm not going to play favorites. I want them both to get triple Megamorph Atex. I want them both. I want this race to be super, super close. So that answers my. I hope that answers your question.
Yeah, very competitive, definitely, for sure, at one thing, but it's very easy to make mistakes, but it's also very easy to correct those mistakes and make the most out of what you can.
Well, I find a lot of mistakes we've been seeing are from races that go like a really, really long time. I'm sure you know. I mean, me and you have been there, but when races go more than 2 to 2.5 hours, you start to make just small dumb slip ups. Put this I should have put Random Guardian start. Dark Knight started Cosmo Queen. Like, damn it, you know?
Yeah.
Like the small things.
I wouldn't say like dumb mistakes. I'm like they're just like very small little hiccups that not only could just impact the race, but it just at the same time it's like I don't know. I don't know if we would call that a dumb mistake. I would just call it like maybe like a misplay at that.
Well, I don't want. I'm not calling anyone dumb, obviously.
Oh
but,
no, it's
like,
fine.
It's just the first thing I thought of, you know. So.
No, I wouldn't call it
yeah,
that, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. All right, so here we go. We're going to starting decks here.
Oh, Vlad's
again,
opting to go to
what's...
the main menu here and check. Let's take a look at Vlad's deck.
Like I'm sure you'll agree when I say this, but
okay, so Geki Beast Fangs for Vlad.
Oh, I'm watching the wrong stream. That's okay, Nate. You don't have to screen share it. I know you're streaming. I can just open up the clean feed on somewhere else. You're all good.
No, I apologize. Here we go.
Oh, no, you're all good. Thank you very much.
Of course. That's the one thing I forgot to do. Like, I haven't done restreams in quite a while, everybody, and I forgot to share the restream with my co-commentator here. That's okay. The one thing I forget to do, so.
The reason why I don't blame you is because this was very, very last minute. I think you went into this assuming you were going to commentate by yourself, so that doesn't bother me one bit.
Yeah, I got thrown a curveball, but you know what? I mean, I'd rather at least contribute my part to the community, and so. You
got thrown the best the best curveball ever, because I'm here.
Oh boy. I wonder whose run's getting cursed this time, folks. But anyways, speaking of which, Rise is just probably gonna go to Haitian. Looks like that's what he's doing.
So again, like backtracking, I'm sure you'll agree with me when I say this, but like compared to other seasons, there's a really, really big influx of people who aren't checking their decks anymore. Like I remember watching season 4, I would say about almost every single player went back to check their decks. Now, I feel like it's like 60% of players in the tournament don't check the deck and they just go.
I'm gonna be honest, I think even in Season 4, at least about half of the speedrunners who were in the main bracket did not bother to check their deck, which is fine, but back then when tournaments used to be like starting off and getting hot or whatever, nobody would bother to just go straight into Haishin.
Yes. Especially because, like, I've seen not, like, one person, like, do DMK before Rex. Like,
right.
They'll check deck, go back to main menu, go to DMK, farm. Now everybody is doing the optimal thing, which it doesn't matter, really, but...
Yeah.
Go to Rex, see what he drops first, go to DMK, build off what you win from Rex, which is...
Yeah, personally, like...
a little something.
Yeah, personally, the meta's changed quite a bit in tournament format play, so... I mean... I will occasionally check a deck every now and then, either in practice or I will do it on the main stage, but to me, checking the deck is not all that essential. I mean, it's only essential if you either have Dark Hole, Raigeki, or a usable equip that you can use that's not Magical Labyrinth.
Yeah, like, in Season 5 especially, like, we've seen a lot of, like, wonky equips, you know, but, like, I find, like, as long as you don't get, like, Magical Labyrinth, your deck is fine. You can manage. Which is why I feel it's not too important to check the deck. But there are just some decks that are, like, really, really bad. Like, the filler sucks. No Dragons, no Thunders, Dark Hole, like, Winged Trumpeter. Which, it's not... That one is, like, very niche, but it's usable.
Yeah.
Again, like, the main thing you want from an equip is, can I attack with it? Like Cyber Shield. That's a very good equip.
Yeah, that's a solid equip, yeah. But again, Vlad has the advantage with that Beast Fang start.
Yes.
However, both runners start with Raigeki, though, so we're going to very much see a very interesting sequence of events with removal, potentially, later on ATEX.
Yep.
But we'll cross that bridge when ATEX start to come forward. So in about maybe close to a half hour-ish.
Yeah. Guys, we can't tell Arius about this race. He will be, like, in shambles the fact that they both have Geki.
Oh, Arius is being haunted in his sleep right now with this race.
And we see, like, Rise make a mystical set off the bat, which is very, very good. judging from what I saw in his deck, his filler actually isn't too bad, which means he
Mhm.
could do less DMKs. Granted, he gets a big amount of thunders.
Yeah, it's somewhat solid. Like, yeah, it could. Every deck has a chance to improve quite a bit, but it depends on what cards you have to start with and how fast your Rex duels usually go. Like, on average, it's about 4 turns to defeat Rex with a deck like this. Well,
Yes.
I mean, 4 turns usually, like, the common go-to for Rex.
It's extremely rare to see a 3-turn on Rex. It can happen, but it's extremely rare.
Mm-hmm.
Because especially at the point they're both at, you need to draw twin-headed, and if Rise had like that Mystical Sand and Cyber Shield, then you could get a 3-turn. No question about it. Another thing I actually want to bring up as well with Rise having Cyber Shield is that he actually has an out to Bakura already.
That is very true.
Like,
With
yeah.
Mystical Sand and Saturn is definitely the main out so far, besides Twin-Headed and an Equip / Umi, or Mountain even, for that matter.
Yep. And Geki's already an out, but having more outs is nice because it's a higher chance to get out of the duel quicker. So here we go, Rise going to DMK. That's a CD2 for Rise.
It is a CD2, yes. A lot of machines in that deck, but actually a surprising low number of Fiends, which is not bad.
I'd rather have machines than Fiends, because Fiends are like almost never fusible.
Yeah, like
the only
thing that Rise put in the deck there was just a 2 Mouth Dark Ruler, which is a dinosaur. It is very beneficial with machines, so I can understand why Rise put it in instead of Crawling Dragon number 2, because DMK is going to have the same exact deck, and having a 1600 is a no-no in that situation.
Now, I will admit, I was paying attention to Rise. Usually Vlad goes for the BCD on Rex, so I don't know if he did that again, but there's a Dragon Zombie. Cat,
that was a BCD there on Rex. Yeah, just a Dragon Zombie, but it's still a very beneficial drop.
Yeah.
So both runners getting a tier 2 early on.
Which in tier 2s, like when I first started playing this game, I didn't appreciate tier 2s. Now I appreciate them so much more. Tier 2s are so important. Like, you don't need them, but they're important, especially because, like, we've seen a lot of situations in this tournament where no one can Megamorphs, but they have, like, 6 small equips. And tier 2s are so good with the small equips, because it leaves more room to draw in your hand.
Yeah, that's one thing for sure. Like, you can afford to maybe toss an equip as well, like, if you don't need it on a tier 2 dragon, but just tier 2 dragons alone, they get the job done in the early game. Ooh, there's good use of Cyber Shield right there.
Yep. And they do, and they drop a lot. Like Rex drops 2, Weevil doesn't drop any, Mai and Keith both drop them, Shoddy can drop Dragon Zombie, Bakura can't drop anything except for Bizwire. I don't think Pegasus can, Ishizu can, Kaiba can, a lot of the Shrines can, and almost all of Endgame does. Like, you have so many different chances to win some.
Yeah, there's definitely quite a bit.
So we are at the DMK part. I think, yeah, Rhysepk finished his first one this turn. So, Nate, how many Thunders do you like to leave with at DMK?
Personally, I like to leave with at least 3 or 4 Thunders, depending on the situation with what I have in my filler deck too. That usually is a good stopping point. Ooh, 2 dragons there for Rise.
Yes, this is true. Sorry, Nate, go ahead and I want to bring something up.
Yeah, basically for the most part, the dragons also are pretty good, but at the same time, it's like the Thunders are very beneficial.
Yes. Okay, so Thunder for Vlad. So me and Umi did a 1v1 race earlier. In 15 DMKs combined between the 2 of us, we won 1 Thunder.
Oh my goodness. Yikes.
1. And it was me who won it. I won a singular penguin between me and him in 15 DMK duels.
Did somebody say penguins?
And then we did get really lucky. And then, like, you know, attacks were fine. It was a fun race. Anyway, I just wanted to bring that up because again, like, DMK is like DMK has a total about a 70 out of 20/48 chance you can get at least 1 Thunder per drop. Which isn't that's quite good. So when you don't see Thunder, you're like, I'm really unlucky. Yes, that is extremely unlucky. I would say you're bound to walk away with one at least every 2 DMK duels.
Right. DMK normally is money in these situations when you need either dragons or thunders, but to get something like that is astronomically unlucky.
Yes. Like, 1 in 15 is like... That's like getting no equips at 8 Atex. In fact, not winning thunders is... Well, the equips is much worse, but I digress.
Not getting equipped in 3 ATACs and 15x15 is an automatic reset, my dude.
Yes, no question. Like, that is such... That is... Like...
That's a yikes.
It brings me back to... It was Rhys and Alfarg, and I always bring this race up, but Rhys getting absolutely nothing in, like, 8 ATEX was so painful to watch.
That race. Oh, may we never speak of this treachery ever again.
I commentated that race, and that is when the memes really started rolling in about cursed content.
No doubt about it.
Alright, so...
Oh, that is money.
Oh, that is double thunder.
That's money on the first 4 drops. We don't know what the other 11 drops are there that Rhys just got. But Rhys is quickly moving on. I don't blame him for that. But we don't know what the other 11 drops are.
Rhys being even just 3-2 at this point is so good. Like, I know we... okay, Vlad at least gets a penguin.
Yeah, Vlad answers
we said
back.
earlier that, you know, 3 or 4 is a sweet
There's
spot, which
3.
he got 3.
Yep.
3. Even 2 is fine, because, again, I like to bring this up. I've come to a deduction as an FM player, okay? Nate, would you agree with me if I say that usually every run you buy about 3 thunders?
On average, about 2 or 3. It really depends on what thunders you really need. If you're maxed on Lalas, or if you're close to being maxed, then obviously you want to stick with 2.
So, like, ideally, I like to win 5. So Rhys winning 3 here, and assuming he can buy 3, would mean that he only needs to win 2 more from the whole game.
Right.
To get the bare minimum thunders. So I like to put it that way to kind of entice people more, just to show how important it is to win thunders from DMK. And obviously, you're not going to be able to win 3 every time, henceforth, me and Umi's race.
Right. I also, really quickly, I want to bring up a misplay. I wouldn't say a misplay, but a misfusion that Rhys didn't do on turn 1. Rhys had a Gate Dig in hand, but also had a Winged Fairy. What he could have did there was make Garbus with that. Even Dark Witch with Gate Dig also makes Garbus. But I just thought I'd bring that up with everybody here. But anyways, please carry on.
It's extremely small, but I like Garbus. Yeah, it's not a misplay, but I'm a fusion for sure. Like that, like. Usually it doesn't matter, but that 200 points could come in later on, you know? Like, say Rhys would have been like 200 points off of being able to win, like, on turn 4. But that usually doesn't happen, but
it can
ideally...
result in one less attack, also, when ending the game.
Exactly, and as we know, Nate, any second you can spare matters.
Yep. Time save in a situation like, oh, nice top deck there by Weevil for good evolution, so... yeah, that 2K I guess wouldn't have mattered there with a good of evolution being played, so I digress.
So, is Vlad still on DMK? It seems like it, yes, unless Weevil can play One-Eyed Shield Dragon, which he can't. So, hopefully he gets one more Thunder so we can go. How do you feel? So, Rhys, I would say, is about a duel ahead now, assuming Vlad goes here. Do you think a lead this early on matters?
There's a Jiraigumo for Rhys on BCD.
Chat, for those of you that do not know, that is probably Rhys' favorite card. I'm about to say, I'm sure that's going straight in the deck. He might keep it in for the whole race.
It's a 2200 beat stick. I don't blame him for putting it in. That's really hot. It's a 2, by the way, for a BCD rank.
That's a 2 out of 2048. We've seen quite a few Gumos. I think we're at like 3 now.
Oh, speaking of,
look.
Oh, he's putting it face. Oh, this can't be good.
He's fine.
Oh, wait. Oh, he gets the 25% to attack. That's crazy.
So Nate, would you like to explain this? I don't think we've been in a position to see this.
Okay, so I'm experienced with this because I do New Game Plus, but every AI except for Pegasus, Bowtie Shin duels, and the last 3 duels in the game have what's called a fake out percentage. Mai has a 25% chance to attack and a 75% chance to be faked out. And fake out basically results in when your monster is face down and the AI decides whether or not to attack your face down monster or put their monster in defense mode. But Rye's getting a really, really hot 3 turn because of that play. That's actually ridiculous.
Gumo was worth it. Gumo was so worth it.
Shoutouts to Jirai Gumo.
And again, like, he's in a position where he could do that next duel as well and maybe get a 3 turn there as well without twin-headed.
Yeah.
Now, it requires a bit more luck because Keith can play stronger cards than Mai can. We could see
oh, that's hot.
Double Uncle Jim.
2 Immortal Thunders there. That's gonna really, really speed things up.
That is nice. So again, it's a bit harder for Keith because I think the fake out percentage is the same, but he plays stronger cards, Zoa, and he plays more defenders and stronger stuff. And we can't do it here, but
if I remember correctly, Keith I think is a 50%.
Is it 50?
I believe it's 50%.
I usually don't run into this slot, so I don't know the exact odds percentages. So having you here is actually, who would have thought, right?
Yeah, it's very beneficial. Very beneficial. It's nice knowledge, and it's a great way to stay in shape.
the one time we get, or one of the few times we get the New Game Plus runner is one of the times where it ends in a situation where you know the most about it. That is why we love commentating, chat. Sure. The BadNewsNate. Thank you for the restream, by the way.
Yeah, no worries. Great to be here, everybody. Also, I wanted to drop this also for you folks that are wondering about the AI odds. There's a chart right there. I want to give a shout out to Generic Mad Scientists, GMS_CH, for sharing this spreadsheet and giving great knowledge within every duelist in the game for the Forbidden Memories community. So if you're interested, check it out. All those odds, I left that there in the chat. I'm also going to leave it in the description of the YouTube restream after this is over for anybody to check out.
We've had a lot of people early on commit their time to really figuring out this game, and because of that, it's one of the more fun speedruns to do, and in such a good environment, we know a lot about it. And it's one of the few games where knowing the mechanics, in my opinion, actually makes it more fun. At least from a speedrun perspective. So I want to shout out everyone that's committed their time to figuring out this game, and like ATEX we didn't know about, but until someone translated the Japanese manual and like on how to ATEX. So everyone that's committed to figuring out this game, shout out to you. You are why we are here. I thank all of you from the bottom of my QC heart.
The bottom of the cursed heart, basically.
I wish no curses upon them.
Are you sure about that?
No, and that's what scares me.
Speaking of things that are scary, we're past the shoddy cutscene for the most part, and
yep.
Rise has a pretty comfortable advantage here with the Dragon Thunder count. Now, the next big step is going to be trying to get a trap card.
Yes.
So, with that being said, the next question would be, will Rise get Inviswire on Bakura, or will he possibly think about holding off on Atex until after Ishizu?
Yes. So that's the 6th Thunder.
Yeah, that's looking more likely that Rise may only have to buy maybe 1 Thunder in this run.
And keep in mind,
this is on pace.
He's only got 1 Asilo Hero, and Peggy has like a 100 out of 2048 chance to drop Asilo Hero number 2 on BCD.
Yep. Also, yo.
Rhysepk, what's going on?
Alright, Vlad just got past Key, and now he gets to get scared with the shoddy cutscene.
Yep, it's so spooky.
So scary.
a bit of an awkward hand for Rise, and it's shoddy. it doesn't matter. What does he have on field?
Fine, he's got a twin-headed. So, if he draws a mystical sand fusion here, he actually has a 3-turn.
Or twin-headed. Twin-headed works as well.
Yeah, twin-headed, I mean, just have to draw runner.
Yeah. Let's see. Will we see the rock?
There it is.
Yes, we will!
Chat, do you smell the rock is cooking?
So, Rise has 3-turn 2 people in World Tournament. It's not often you see, like... it's not often you see as many 3-turn...
The Jiraigumo 3-turn on Mai was the literal chef's kiss.
Actually, awesome. I agree. He also could have been Beast Fangs here as well.
Oh, I saw Beast at the very end there.
Oh!
It was Liquid Beast.
Again, like... Here's the thing, chat. Even if he doesn't, he has Cyber Shield. In terms of ATAC and equip, he's fine, you know? Yep. Ah! Vlad's winning nothing!
Just a bunch of filler. 2-2, but he's got to keep pushing as well, because Rise with this deck is very, very dangerous. He's moving very quick, too.
Zooming.
There's an Umi.
That's an Umi. No Beast Fangs. No Dragon.
That's fine. He has multiple outs here against Bakura. So, it's not the end of the world. A Fire Grass will come in handy for potential Crimson Sunbird purposes, so... but it really just depends on what Bakura starts with. Bakura can start with Labyrinth Wall or Millennium Shield, one of his more common starts.
Doesn't matter. He's good. He's out. Just draw Mystical Sand plus equip. It's that easy.
Yeah, that's an easy 3-turn for sure.
Wall is a non-issue at this point.
Hey, speaking of the wall, that's the wall up there, brother.
That's the wall up there, brother. Hey, wall, if you want some, come get some.
Yep. Oh, there's Jiraigumo right there, so...
Yep. Ironically, he plays it against the guy that plays Shield and Wall. Jiraigumo has betrayed the Brotherhood.
Say it ain't so.
Is there another one? Nope, that is a regular old sun.
Chat, we're not praising the sun, are we?
No. We're praising...
Too soon. Too soon.
The wall? That's the wall up there, brother.
Well, Rise is getting past the wall that is Bakura, so...
It's pretty easy. And so, here, Nate, let me ask you another question.
Sure.
Is Rise's deck comfortable enough to consider an ATAC if he gets a trap here?
I say yes. Given how much filler piece that Rise has, outside of Jiraigumo, his deck is very much set and ready to go. And with both runners starting Raigeki, anybody can really do an ATAC, considering that Raigeki is a very premium removal for these situations.
Yes. And me personally, I like having 4 dragons. I think 4 dragons is like the minimum for attacking. It leaves room to have fusion, so I think Rise is in a good position to attack if he can.
I agree. We didn't see it there, but Vlad got double Umi and double Power Akaishin on that shoddy duel.
Alright, what is it? That is a lot of spellcasters.
Tenebros, yeah. I think Raigeki is a very premium removal. If you don't draw it, then what's the point?
Would you say Geki is the best removal in the game?
I would argue that Geki is the best removal in the game. Sorry, Arius, I don't make the rules.
I would as well. I think the only other one you could somewhat argue would be Widespread.
As far as trap cards, Widespread is the best removal in the game.
Yes.
And it's not even close.
But that's like the only one I would even put in the same tier as Geki.
Yeah. Like, the only downside of Widespread is that if you don't draw it on turn 1 in duels that actually matter where Widespread has to be played, it is very much a dead card.
Like, the only way Widespread isn't useful at turn 1 is to secure a win against, like, a settle third in, like, turn 2 or 3 when you already have control.
Yeah, exactly.
At that point, you're just progressing the top deck, right? Yeah.
A question, is Crush Card's animation faster? Probably, I want to say slightly it is faster, like slightly faster. But the only downside of the Crush Card is that if you're not using it for duels where Shield or Wall are played, then it becomes, again, it becomes a dead card. So that's why I value Geki over Crush Card in that situation. Even though Crush Card is high A tier, I would say. Maybe like on the low side of S tier.
But and again, like Geki does Crush Card's job better. Like Geki is just in a tier of its own.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm also slightly biased because I do like Crush Card.
And even it says the one who's crushing cards over there,
right? Ironically enough.
Yeah. All right. While this was all conversing and all going on, Rhys just beat Pegasus and quickly has moved on to Ishizu.
How about a trap? Baby! Oh, baby! Oh, he summons the trap.
Yep.
Summons the trap.
Gets an acid trap. Well, finally, Gate Dig is out of the deck.
Boom.
Alright, so 2 dragons. It has a playset of Umis and an acid trap hole, which is great.
Yes. So, and no Oscillo heroes, that's fine.
I think the plan here, very likely, will be that Rhys goes back after this duel and does an A-Tech.
I genuinely love how he's drawing Gumo actually like almost every single duel he can.
Yeah, Rhys, not Rhys, but Vlad's in a very awkward situation here against Bakura. He has to play Umi to break the magic lock.
Oh, crap. Rhys... No, he's not. He has Flame Surf. He's fine.
Yeah, Vlad, I think, is going to get past Bakura here. Has to attack with every monster and clear out the rest of his life points. Alright, well, Vlad is about 2 duels behind here, but Rhys will probably go back and A-Tech right after this duel with Ishizu.
As he should. That's an extremely smart play.
This is kind of an awkward hand because that Pyro and that Rock used to make Dissolve Rock, and you don't want to make Stone D against Ishizu, especially with Skelgon having Pluto as a secondary Guardian Star. Just a Time Wizard for Vlad. It does also pick up a Book of Secret Arts for those Spellcaster and Fairy monsters.
It's... I don't want to say it's one-sided. Obviously nothing is really decided until you actually beat the game. But Rhys is in a significantly better position than Vlad is. I know Vlad's got the Beast Fangs, but being 2-2 is just not good enough, and I'm hoping... He's on Pegasus, yeah?
Yeah, he's on Pegasus.
I hope to God he gets triple Oscillo Hero.
Well, not even just Oscillo Hero, it just needs cards in general to make his deck better.
Yes.
The only thing you can do right now is tie Bakuri box with the Guardian Star, but who knows? Pegasus might fuse. Yeah, he has no choice because that ties. And Pegasus is probably just going to fuse anyways. Yep, just fuse Princess Sunbird.
So chat, I'm sure all of you know this, but it's not too high odds. It's fairly rare, but Pegasus can fuse twin-headed. It's pretty rare, but he can.
Yep. It doesn't happen very often, though.
No.
Same thing applies with also Harpy's Pet Dragon.
I would say in about 1 in 10 duels, if you let him fuse, you will probably see it. Is that fair to say? Like every 1 in 10 duels you do? Yeah,
pretty much. I think that makes sense. Yeah. There's a widespread ruin for Rhys.
Did he get widespread?
Yes, he did. Yeah.
Well, son of a gun! Now he has 2 traps.
Yeah, he's got 2 traps, so he's not going to bottom deck his trap anytime soon.
No, that is so good.
Yeah.
Like, Nate, again, like me and you haven't played this game for a long time. I've known you for a while. I'm sure there's been at least a minimum a handful of times where you've lost runs or you've lost races to the bottom deck trap.
Yeah, not even just in 15 card, but even in vanilla speedruns, where most runners have had a habit of just having 1 trap, and they just bottom deck the trap, which is very unfortunate. And speaking of unfortunate, there's an MBD start for Rhys. But he has the Geki, so he has the out there. Now, what does Pegasus decide to do? Equips Bakuri Box. Oh, boy. Okay, so he's got to try to get that Bakuri Box to defense mode here, because this is not counting towards Magic Block. But I think Rhys is just going to wave the white flag on this duel, and will go back and try to do another A-Tech. Meantime, what does Vlad get? Vlad gets 2 Acid Trap Pulls, and has, and did I say that correctly, 5 Umis? He has 5 Umis. Literally swimming in those drops right now.
MBD. What did Vlad get from his Pegasus BCD?
And Vlad's in a position to A-Tech. He did get 2 Acid Trap Pulls, but that's about it.
Aww.
And Rhys got hit with an MBD start on Pegasus.
I did see that.
Which was unfortunate, because turn 2, he equipped Bakuri Box.
Yeah. But you know what? On the bright side, better now than in campaign. Less
Yeah, this gives him a free chance to go back and perform this A-Tech. And he's got plenty of time, too.
A somewhat consolation prize. He can't beat the box. He can tie it, though.
Yeah, he's going to tie it for sure. And basically, if Pegasus decides to fuse Crimson Sunbird, that will also go to defense mode.
Yes.
And putting that in Mars.
He does put it in
correct.
Mars, though.
But there's one card that can beat it, but does not play it. It's a double Bakuri Box start, it looks like. And he can get rid of one of them, it looks like. He's going to get rid of possibly just the one that's out, or maybe the one that's just face down. It doesn't really matter, to be honest. They're both the same.
Absolute cinema. He makes the Flower Wolf instead of the Flame Syrup, because Flower Wolf has Sun.
Yeah, but it could be gone next turn. Nope, it's a Faceless Mage.
Nope. Haha.
He can't take control of the duel. He can make a Queen of Autumn Leaves here.
He can. Once he has control, things become a little better.
That is kind of awkward. Now he's gonna get Geki'd here, probably by the Faceless Mage. With the Faceless Mage being on the board.
That's fine, though.
Yeah, because it's turn 3. Or turn 4, rather. That's fine in a sense, because he'll take the damage required to get under 7,000 life points, and then land an effective attack on that Faceless Mage.
Yes. Which is fine. And widespread for Vlad as well.
Widespread and Elf Slight. Let's see what else he got there. Got a lot of deck editing to do, so got time.
I love the fact that Rhys is using he's using the Gumo to A-Tech. Yeah, that's how he has control.
Hey, sometimes it be like that.
Yeah.
Also, I don't want to advise anybody about the water, but Vlad has 6 Umis.
Where's Umi at? Where's that Umi guy?
I don't know. A swimming in the ocean, I guess.
He's swimming in the ocean. So, Rhys did break pretty bad. He probably still has fusions, but more importantly, did he set the trap yet?
Yes, he did.
Very nice.
He's very likely going to put that Jirigamo in defense mode, considering it has only 100 defense points, and usually, and most, if not all of Pegasus' monsters will attack the Jirigamo, except for cards that have defensive priority, like Dragon Piper, Sleeping Lion, Prevent Rat, those monsters. I'm gonna go with the B-Dragon Jungle King fusion here. That's perfectly fine. Either or is okay.
So, yeah, okay, if Vlad has 4 dragons, he should be able to A-Tech someone.
Right, and he also purchased Mega Thunderball before the start of this A-Tech.
And he's gonna make Twin Ended here, so he should maintain control. Granted, there's no MBD top deck. And even if it does, he's got Genki, he's got Widespread, just playing the drama at this point.
Just gonna play Dancing Elf. He does need 2 more effective attacks to finish the duel.
Yes, this is true.
So playing the Dancing Elf there is perfectly okay, as long as he knows how many fusions he has, so Again, chat, there is a lot of stipulations for an attack. You need at least 15 fusion. You need to land 4 effective attacks. You need to have less than 7,000 life points. Play 1 magic, play 1 trap, 1 face down, 1 equip. Go at least 9 turns in the duel, and be at 3 cards or less.
He has nailed it, chat. BadNewsNate is correct. We actually have a command for it. Yep. My phone's dead, and I don't have chat open on my PC.
Oh, chat's already on top of it.
Everybody knows.
Thank you, chat. Helpful as always.
I don't... They are the best. I feel like it might have been you, Nate. Was it you?
I would say not just me, but other moderators for the community have been very helpful in regards to getting all the commands situated.
Nate, you want to know something? You want to know something that I just thought of just now?
Sure.
So I've known you for a few years now, right? Mm-hmm. I've known you for a little while. I wanted to get more involved in the community, and I asked you how. And you gave me all this great advice. And here I am now, and I'm commentating a bunch. I'm restreaming the most, and I'm really putting my 100% into the community. And I owe almost all of that to you.
Don't flatter yourself. Hey, you put effort into what you did. That's great. All right, speaking of effort, Rhys finally finished his A-Tech.
Let's see it.
Picks up a dragon treasure. That's about it. He gets a dragon treasure and a baby dragon in that A-Tech. It's a start, but it's a little underwhelming and leaves a lot to be desired.
Yes. Definitely could be a lot better. But that's...
Oh, Gumo's coming back in.
Yeah. Nate, would you call that a scam?
I would not call it a scam, but I would call it, like, extremely underwhelming. Like, probably I'd say, like, a 2 out of 10, I would say.
Just barely not a scam.
A scam I consider is when you don't win anything, period.
Yes. So, the baby dragon for me bumps it up to a 4. He makes up 3 of those points.
I say 2 out of 10. 1 for each useful card that Rhys put in the deck.
Yeah. There's Gumo. Nope. You put Gumo back in. I love the fact that Rhys is actually unironically using Jirai Gumo.
Right. I'll say this also, that it was the first A-Tech, so that's why I gave it that score. If it was like 3rd or 4th A-Tech, I would have probably said no.
Okay, so Vlad's about to finish his.
Yeah, Vlad could score big time on this A-Tech. Let's see what he gets. He gets a vanilla white spread.
Already better than Rhys' A-Tech. First card out of 15. That is a Bright Castle.
At least 1 Bright Castle there.
Was it more than 1? No, it was just one.
The 1.
Anything else?
A Dragon Treasure as well.
That's like a 6. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's a solid A-Tech. Definitely at least about a 6 or 7. It is really good, considering that widespread also has a 2nd widespread for A-Teching, so that's why I would give it a 7.
So chat, remember, Rhys has, I believe, a Beast Fangs. No, he has a Dragon Treasure.
He has DT,
Vlad has Bright Castle, Dragon Treasure, and Beast Fangs. Okay?
Take note also that Beast Fangs was the equip that Vlad started with.
Yes. So, the reason why I bring this up is because meadow farming is a huge strategy that a lot of runners use. It's the farm you usually go to after you do your A-Techs if you have extra time to farm and like you and your opponent, like you have a better lead over your opponent. Low Meadow has probably the most iconic farm in the game. I would say not the best, but it is for sure the most iconic because it drops the strongest obtainable card you can win in the game, Meteor Black Dragon. Everybody in this chat, I'm assuming, knows about it. It is a 3,500 beat stick with Mars and Sun. 2 extremely good Guardian stars because it helps MBD get over Pugum and it helps it get over Guardian if it's in Sun. MBD only requires 1 Megamorph Time Ultimate. And there's some other cards there as well. Meadow drops a lot of tier 2s, which are good. Kaminari Attack, which is a tier 2 Thunder, also very good. Skull Knight is a very, very good card because Skull Knight has Mercury. And Mercury is the Guardian Star that is... It's super effective against Sun. Which, the strongest card in the game, Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, which we see in 2 duels, is played commonly in one and not so commonly in the other. Skull Knight needs 1 Megamorph and 1 small equip to beat an ultimate. Twin-headed needs 2 small equips and a Megamorph. So Skull Knight in those situations is better for it. So Skull Knight is always a nice card to have, but it's only nice to have based on your equip count. Skull Knight takes 2 of 3 of Vlad's equips. So if Vlad gets like double Megamorph here, Skull Knight looks really good in this deck, which is why I bring that up.
And not to mention also with the Dragon Treasure that Vlad also acquired, MBD is also looking very spicy as well. So
yes,
any one of those cards are perfectly okay.
Like, I know Rhysepk's standpoint on Meadow is...
Heck, even Zoa would be very nice in a situation like that.
Yes. Rhys is a person that doesn't like to do metal farming unless his equip count is right. If he can use just MBD, he usually doesn't like to do it. He feels like he can spend that time getting more removal or other stuff like that. But if he's got like double Megamorph, double Dark Energy to Bright Castle, Meadow is in his opinion the best farm in the game.
Yeah, that's definitely like the go-to target. But
yeah.
Speaking of which, let's see what Rhys got in his second A-tech. Another Burglar Vanilla.
Burglar. So this Burglar means Megamorph.
And it is Megamorph.
Boom! Boom! I am so good at calling things for whatever reason.
It was Megamorph and Dragon Capture Jar for his A-tag drop pool. So
very good. Very
solid,
good.
But definitely a start.
Still lacking a bit, but it is a start.
At least the good news is that Rhys can just toss Cyber Shield now for that Megamorph he's got in his hand.
Yes. So Vlad is going to finish his next one in a few turns.
Yeah, this could be a big turning point in the match here if Vlad gets everything he needs on his attack.
Double Megamorph and like a DCJ in itself was enough to be able to
look at this! Look at this fusion, by the way.
Yes.
Shout out to Turtle Bird.
Bird.
That's a great fusion there by Vlad. I absolutely approve of the shenanigans. I'm smiling right now.
And Turtle Bird is a very underrated fusion as well. It has Mars and Saturn. So if you can fuse it early on, that's actually a win against Weevil. A 900 Mars is a win on Weevil.
It's not necessarily, I would say, a win, and the reason being for that is because Weevil does have several Neptunes, like Great White, there's Hyosube, it's another one, Violent Rain. Can be walled by Toon Alligator as well.
Yes. But being able to make a Mars that high means that it'll cover your butt until you can gain control via other means. A Mystical Sand, or a Sun Chicken, or all that good stuff. Acid Trap, Hold, Dragon Capture Jar, Widespread, Bright Castle.
Alright, so a couple of DCJs, Widespread, Bright Castle there for Vlad. Definitely, I would say do another A-Tech. I agree with this play, because you only have 4 regular equips and you're lacking in Dragons and Thunders. You absolutely need to make sure you have enough equips and everything else, and then build your Dragon Thunder count afterwards.
But what makes that so good is the fact that Vlad now does not need much to go. Even just like a Megamorph on its own would in my opinion, be enough to go.
Yeah.
Because Vlad, as good as his removal and equip count would be, 3 Thunders is not good enough.
Oh, 3 Thunders is awful. In a very comedic situation where Vlad has more equips than Thunders, yeah, that definitely speaks wonders for itself.
Yes. But again, being able to move on early means that he can go do Billy too. Get some more Thunders. He could maybe wins like a Dark Energy for Mage Soldier. Or if he's feeling really spicy, he can go fight Jono second.
Or if you have at least about 5 Thunders and you're really spicy and you defeat 2 Shrines, you could just do an early Lab Mage and hope for Thunders to drop and then fight Seto second.
Yes. An underrated decision.
I am a huge advocate for Final 6, even though I did it in yesterday's race against Dynamont.
So chat, Labby Mage has the highest Thunder drop chance in the entire game. if you SA Palm, you're likely to see at least 2 or 3 in that one duel. It's so good. Twin-headed Thunder Dragon as a soul drop is already good enough reason on its own. Thunder Dragon can drop E-Snake, Silo Hero. I think I said Snake already.
Yeah, electric.
Kozu,
Yeah,
Lala.
yeah, all of the basic thunders, but you also add Mortal of Thunder, Bolt Escargot, Thunder Dragon.
Yes. So and those drop at like 30s and 40s, some 50s a piece. So it's,
I want to say it's like at least about 18 or something like that.
How about I go very quickly check?
Yep. Also, yeah, we have a tool called Pocket Juice for anybody wondering. We have the command. Let's double check that and make sure. We do have that command. Yes. Shout out also to Duke1102, one of the original people in the community for developing this website. Definitely give it a check if you have not done so already. But with that being said, Rise is about to check his drops on the A-Tech number 3 here. It's an Oslo. Bright Castle, Megamorph. He's definitely moving on.
Oh!
Now, I think this. Hear me out on this one, everybody. I think this is a situation where Rise absolutely A-Techs Kaiba. And I say this because 1 Widespread, 1 DCJ, but you have 2 Megamorphs. If you're lacking in equips and lacking in removal, Kaiba is absolutely the correct target for this.
Okay, so chat, I have a somewhat accurate... Okay, so on SA PAL, I'm not going off of BCD. You have about an 84 out of 2048 chance per drop to win a Thunder. It could be Twin-Headed, it could be Thunder Dragon, or any of them. About an 84 per drop, which is extremely good. And they're all different.
It's about just over 4% odds in total.
Which is extremely good. You're likely to see, at bare minimum, 1.
Alright, Rise gets a face down Widespread. That is likely a Blue Eyes that he seeds on turn 1, and it is. Oh.
That is interesting.
Yeah, that's rather interesting, I'd say.
So I'm curious if Rise will go for the Kaiba A-Tech here.
It looks like he's setting up to do so because he just left
like
Dark World Thorns in attack and did not attack.
Oh. I mean, the E-Snake on its own is fine.
This works. I mean, this gets over everything that Kaiba plays. It'll be a 3,300 in Mars.
That is a very, very long snake.
That's a freaking anaconda for all I know.
He's like one of those Xenoblade Chronicles 2 snakes.
Yeah, it's like
those
that.
Things are huge.
Like that one, whatchamacallit, the one Cobra Snake from Aladdin where Jafar transforms.
Yeah. It's like this snake must be at least 20 feet long, maybe longer.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so Vlad's gonna finish his.
Snakes on the plane, anyone? Oh, Megamorph and DT.
Megamorph and Dragon Treasure.
That's half of the drops, though. We don't know what the other half are, though. But regardless, Vlad is pushing. I cannot blame him for that. But keep in mind the disparity of Dragons and Thunders that Vlad has as opposed to what Rise has. But
yes.
Rise is opting to A-Tech Kaiba, which is, in my opinion, the correct play.
It is. But Vlad doesn't need to.
Oh, he picks up another Bright Castle with that as well.
He does not need to. He's good. That is an extremely good.
That's four equips in one A-Tech there. Yeah. Vlad's all set. Removal equips. Now the only thing that Vlad is lacking are Dragons and Thunders. If he can overcome that hurdle, he is all set and ready to go.
Meadow Farm is looking so good for Vlad right now.
Meadow Farm is like the go-to spot.
For both of them in Arcus. Doesn't Rise have a Bright Castle and 2 Megamorphs now, and could see a Dark Energy or Bright Castle if he wants to equip here.
Yeah, he's got Bright Castle, Dragon Treasure, 2 Megamorphs, I believe.
He's in such a good spot. They both are.
Well, everybody here in both chats, we have a fantastic snakes going on.
I'm just glad they both didn't get scammed. Like, every A-Tech at least gave them something.
Yep. I have come here also to bestow upon the fact that both runners should not be scammed.
Well, so Rise relies on E-Snake and Vlad relies on a buffed up Dragon Zombie. He puts the Dragon Zombie in Pluto is fine because the alternative is Moon.
Rise is literally riding on Kaiva's private jet, and there's snakes on a plane.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
I've had it with these MF'd snakes on this MF'd plane.
And there's the equip. A little more fusions there.
Hey, he already used 3 equips. Doesn't need to use anymore.
So, if this is Rise last effective, then he should be good here.
Yeah, it needs 1 more effective to finish the duel. Rise definitely had to work on that A-Tech for sure.
Oh yeah, that is relying on such a. He put 2 Megamorphs and a Beast Fangs on that snake, I think. No, he doesn't have Beast Fangs. It's Bright Castle.
Yeah, he put 2 Megamorphs at a Bright Castle on that. I think it's going to land his last effective. So both runners will be finishing their Kaiba duels at the same exact time, just about.
Yep. And one will be an A-Tech and one will be a BCD. Vlad could see his 3rd potential DCJ, and Rise could see another small equip and some more removal, which would be very ideal for his deck. And what is the first card? That is Hamburger Recipe.
Burger! Derpy Horsefish.
Tatsu no Toshigo.
Derpy Horsefish.
Derpy Horsefish.
See, the community knows what's up to go with the burger. Horse.
So they're both going to Egypt 2 at pretty much the exact same time now. Vlad only having 3 Thunders is a bit of an awkward situation to be put in. But Rise can just do Shrines until he feels like, you know...
Yeah, Rise has the more consistent deck for sure.
Yes.
Vlad, I think, now has to possibly go on lock in Villager 2 very early.
Which he should.
I think Vlad may also opt to do Mage Soldier first, even though with 5-3 you can still get away with it because Mage Soldier's deck is very mediocre.
Yes. And if he really wants to go for the SA POW, I think he should on Mage Soldier in particular. He has enough equips. He doesn't need any more.
Oh yeah. Alright, big drops coming up here for Rise. Let's see what he got. Sort of Danks. Dark Energy.
Dark Energy!
Alright, Dark Energy. Getting 1 there is actually good, considering that you can still win more on Mage Soldier BCD. And a bunch of dragons, too. Alright, so we have a race right now, folks.
Yes, we do. Oh, but even... You're right, 8 Thunders. Rise hasn't seen them a lot, but watch. Vlad's gonna draw 1.
He still can't make... Oh, he could still make a 2600 Thunder Dragon if necessary.
Yeah, or we go for the alternative.
Yep, Sword Armor Dragon.
That's fine. I was gonna say Baby Dragon for the memes, but that is fine.
That also works.
Because, chat, the strongest thing Mage Soldier can play is 2200. Imagine they put Weevil, right? They put Weevil later in the game and said, we'll give him Dark Energy and some more Thunders.
Rat Jan's in chat for the Prevent Rat that Mage Soldier just played.
Yep. Rat Jam.
But,
so there's Uncle Jim.
Yep, Rye's gonna get very quick 3-turn on Mage Soldier here.
Big boom.
Now, what does Vlad have on his board? Vlad does not get a 3-turn, but very close.
Yep.
Vanilla Tripwire. Wow, that's money right there, folks.
Vlad is jelly. That is extremely good for Rise.
Yeah, Rise is gonna unlock the shrines and possibly just go get started on Ocean with Rise having a good Dragon Thunder count. Yeah, I think this is the situation where I think you just start. Vlad gets a card that starts with Dark, but it's not Dark Energy.
I don't remember. Was it Dark Prisoner?
Dark Titan of Terror.
Ah, a lot of dark cards in this game. Dark Prisoner, Dark Titan of Terror, Dark Magician, Dark Artist.
Not the Dark Sage though. That doesn't exist.
No, not yet.
All right,
so
Vlad,
I think Vlad is.
Yeah, Vlad's gonna probably do Villager 2 here. It looks like.
Let me pause for a second to consider the Jono 2 as a file.
That would be very funny. Darkfire Dragon as well. That's actually huge for Rise's deck, considering now that's going to give him a dozen dragons along with 9 thunders now, if my count's correct.
Yep. It is extremely good. And no Dark Energy there, but he already has a good equip account.
Yeah,
he doesn't need it.
Got a very solid count. Nothing there for Vlad, unfortunately. Now, I think Vlad is going to fight Villager 2. So this is going to give Rise a huge advantage as to which shrines he needs to do.
Yep. And it is a bit awkward because Rise didn't exactly get a great hand turn 1.
Yeah, Kairyu-shin will probably go away here. Now it is a defensive monster, so it's likely a 30-year-old turtle. Yeah,
it also could be like a... Yeah, it's that. It could be like Catapult Turtle as well.
Yeah, Catapult Turtle also could be a thing. Could be Mech Bass as well. Yeah, it's a 30,000-year white turtle.
That is a very old turtle.
Very wise, I'd say.
One of my favorite cards, because in Runner's Mod 2, it's used to create my favorite card. Actually, it's not just my favorite card, it is my card.
Ah, are you turtly enough for the Turtle Club?
Yes, I'm already in. I am an established member. I'm actually the CEO. Just kidding.
CEO. CEO.
CEO. I like how we both immediately went there.
The vibes, I tell you.
It's great. When you have so much in common with someone, like the vibes just happen naturally.
It's immaculate. Yeah, it's very immaculate. All right, Vlad is likely going to go back and maybe purchase a Thunder if he's got the Star Chips, or go to Free Duel. Yeah, Free Duel's definitely correct.
I think either way, at the end of the day, she should be able to buy another one. And oh my goodness, Billy 2's a scam.
Dark Rid is mauling in anger right now. He's looking at Villager 2 like, what is this? You're a scam.
I also like how Flopsy pinned Gate D for whatever reason.
Alright, that's a big drop for Rise. Just got a Lala.
So I think we confirmed that Rise is stealing all the Thunders. He's robbing this man of his Thunders. So what I want to know is Rise going to play a safe out here? Maybe we see a Parrot Dragon.
Vlad used all the energy that was saved up from this power bank earlier.
Yep. Neptune. Twinhead doesn't win. I think this is actually the only duel where Twinhead outright is just a win. Because in Shrine...
Oh, this is the only Shrine in general where Twin-Headed is an outright win.
Yes.
But you have to draw it at least on turn 1 or turn 2.
Yes. Because then otherwise things can go to crap.
Yeah,
I've seen a handful of people lose a Sekmaton just straight bricking.
I've actually lost to Ocean Mage once by just bricking in general. So there's an old video that surfaced from back in 2022 when I actually met GFC for the first time at MagFest. We were at the same hotel that we stayed at. I got to hang out with GFC, and I actually played some Forbidden Memories in his hotel room.
I was watching that.
I lost to Ocean Mage with 2 MBDs and so many equips.
There's just nothing you can do when you draw all dragons. A solo hero.
It's a start for Vlad, but he definitely needs more Thunders for sure.
Yes, I would say at least 2 more to be able to be comfortable, and assuming he buys one, he only needs to win 1 more. I think 6 is a fine number.
Yeah, 6 on average is fine. But
especially because Atenza can drop a few.
now,
And like a large strength can at least drop.
now I got a question for you, QC. With Rhys
Okay.
having a very comfortable lead right now, and going on second shrine, I have to ask, does Rhys opt to do Final 6 in this run?
That's a good question. As of right now, I don't think it's a bad idea. The Final 6 in a situation where you're ahead of your opponent is almost always a good idea, because saving that extra duel is so unbelievably valuable. And the reason why I think it's a yes for me is because I think if Rhys should do a farm, it should be a set of second A-Tech.
If the time given is provided, then it's not a bad idea. With Rhys' deck only having one widespread, one DCJ, removal could also be very, very good.
Yep. Set of second, Geki, widespread. I think it drops DCJ.
Drops
as well.
Crush card.
Like,
it doesn't drop DCJ, but it does drop the other 3 removal that we just discussed about. In addition to that, also, Beast Fangs, Invigoration, Bright Castle is another card.
He has such an underrated A-Tech pool drop. It's so underrated.
Yeah, Flopsy would approve of that also in 15x15, just with what happened the other day. So, but yeah,
I also don't think it's a bad idea for him to do Metal Farm either. He has Bright Castle, he has Dark Energy, 2 Megamorphs. If that's not a bad idea either. I think that's the only reason why I would say there's not really like a bad play he could make, aside from like just going straight in. He has the time to farm. I would just do that.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah. More Thunders and tier 2s as well.
Yeah, he gets to tier 2. Those are all fantastic drops. Oh, wow.
So, Rhys 11 Thunders, and he hasn't had to do, like, really, aside from DMK, like, if you think about it, he won 3 Thunders from DMK. Take them all away.
Oh, look at this.
Well, that is a very interesting way to beat Martis. That is an extremely interesting
That's
way.
High's ultimate, by the way. I should mention that.
Yeah,
that's High's ultimate.
Oh, God. The beauty of double Megamorph.
That's the power of having all equips that work on that monster.
Yeah. And it's going to be quick. He starts boot anyway. Even if he did start wall, it wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah,
it's so easy.
Yeah, this is 100% a 3-turn chat.
Not only that, he saves an attack as well.
Yeah, definitely saves an attack in addition to that, too.
Good. If I want 2 more Thunders, he has 6 now. Very nice. Yeah, one of the few situations where playing Geki would actually be slower than just attacking. He has his own chance.
He picked up another Lala as well from that last duel, so he has 5 Thunders, as a matter of fact.
Oh,
or 6 Thunders, rather.
6.
Yeah, 6.
Yeah,
my mistake. Sorry, math is hard sometimes.
That's okay.
Oh, he hasn't been to the hidden card shop. Yeah, he accidentally went to the old card shop. Old card shop, same as the new one.
Small detour. So, I'm curious why Rhys is going back now.
Because he didn't go initially to save.
Yes.
Before going to Mountain, usually runners will save before going to the next shrine.
No, I was hoping.
Yeah, gotta be disciplined.
Okay, so we could see him do Final 6 here, but I don't think a lot of runners do it this early.
Yeah.
We're gonna,
he's going.
Oh!
I respect the play. Rhys has a fantastic amount of fields, and also, not to mention, he got a Zoa. He got a Zoa. That's bad for Vlad here.
Oh God.
That's huge for Rhys' deck. His win percentage is gonna increase big time.
Oh God. Okay. I mean, not quite there yet, but if he doesn't play Shield, I'll save out. But that should be a win.
Yeah, if he draws Mountain or Umi, he's pretty much set. Yeah, for anybody just tuning in of drops, but he's been swimming in removal and in equips. The one downside is the Dragon Thunder count and Rhys having done 2 shrines up at this point. So Rhys has a really big advantage right now.
And I guess he's gonna SA out here as well.
Yeah, this is an SA PAL as well, because Rhys will still be at 28 cards pending this next draw. Dragon Zombie for Vlad.
That's it. Wow.
Yeah, just a Dragon Zombie, but it's slow start, but little by little Vlad is starting to get back into the thick of things.
Nate, imagine if Rhys wins MBD or Skull Knight here. Or hell, even a Dark Magician.
Dark Magician would also be good too.
Nothing.
Alright, nothing on that one. That's perfectly fine, because this will give Rhys the opportunity to just try to clear Kapura at the same time, which will save quite a bit of time if Rhys is able to successfully win this duel. Gonna put the Komori in, which is perfectly fine, and gonna put a widespread in, which is also fine. Now, in a situation where Rhys could potentially...
Oh no!
A-Tech Kapura, he could, but I don't see it happening.
That hand is god-awful.
Yeah, not the best hand to start with, getting 4 Thunders and a Zoa start there. He's a Moon, it is a Gate Guardian, of course.
Oh no.
Getting the common Kapura shenanigans there. It's a widespread, hopefully he doesn't see what I think he sees here. Okay, it's not a top deck either. So that is either Beaskull or potentially lower. I think that might be Beaskull though. No, oh, it's another Gate Guardian.
Oh.
What? Oh, he had 2 in his opening hand. Oh, wow. Okay, that's actually really bad for Rhys. This is actually awful. He's still in it, though. That was a Mars. It's not a loss, but it's very close. Not getting the 75% fake out rate, which is unfortunate.
Rhys needs Geki here, and he needs get this fake out.
Yeah, he needs to fake out both monsters here. He has to have it. He has to fake out 3 monsters here. And he does not... Wow! He does not get a single fake out. Alright, well... Alright, here's the thing. The drops are not lost, but this gives Vlad an opportunity to catch up in progression.
And he gets 2 Thunders!
Yeah, Electric Snake and Bull Penguin are fantastic drops, so Vlad is not out of this one, folks.
Because Rhys lost about 3 minutes there.
Yeah, he lost, which was a very unfortunate duel. Like, 2 Gate Guardians and then just not getting faked out in that duel are just really bad odds. But at least the good news is that Rhys still retains the Zoe he got from Martis.
Just SA POW again. Who cares if that's 12? We have Twin-Headed and Megamorph and another Twin-Headed as well. So Nate, actually, I have a question for you. When you start Twin-Headed with no equips, no field or anything on Meadow, is it Moon or is it Pluto?
I favor Pluto more because it's not very often you see a Millennium Shield start.
Yes.
And the next highest start you'll see is a Judge Band, which has Sun. So I tend to favor it because there's 2 monsters with Sun that can destroy you, that being Judge Band and Guilty of the D-Knight.
I agree. And another reason, and I'm also even a Zanki start, by the way, on Meadow.
That's very interesting.
Yes, so I like Pluto because I like to know what he starts with. I stop Judge Man. If it's Empress Judge, then I know it's on a wall. But if he doesn't attack me, then I know it's almost for sure a wall. Which is why I like to start with Pluto.
Right, which I agree on.
Alright, so Rhysepk gets another SA power. He's gonna try Kapura again, I'm guessing. What's the SA power looking like this time?
There's a Curse, there's a Gaia, a couple of tier 2s. And a Dark Magician, yeah.
Pretty good.
That's not too bad. And then, he's getting all the Thunders now in campaign when it matters.
Very nice.
But Roaring Ocean Snake, and I love this play for a High Ocean because there's a lot of equips that Roaring Ocean Snake takes. It takes Dark Energy, it takes Beast Fangs, Dragon Treasure.
That's probably Gate Guardian.
Such an underrated card. Yep, Gate Guardian starts for Rise again. Oh, it has to play through another fake out. This could be bad because Sogun could be played here.
It wasn't. He doesn't have it yet.
Alright, gets one fake out, but not what he wanted to see.
And it doesn't exactly matter. Okay. So a Thunder and we're good.
Yep, a Thunder and no Sogun here, or no equip, it's fine. Okay, that's a back row, that's not good. Okay, it's a trap. That does work. Too. Now the problem is that trap fake trap or invisible wire, but he's gonna attack with the face style monster and find out.
And Magic Lock ain't being broken, that's for sure. That's not being broken anytime soon.
Well, he has to kill the Gate Guardian because the potential of well, it is gonna be a Magic Lock for sure because of Dragon Champion. But yeah, he has to kill the Gate Guardian because he could play Sogun.
Again, I highly doubt Magic Lock is broken here at this point. So, Rise wins.
Yeah, Rise wins pending some kind of a collapse. Yeah, this is 100% a win now. And he's not going to bother A-teching because he just tossed his only trap.
I think that's fine.
I think so, too.
He's Zoa now. And I think partially that more of a Meadow Former being get the chance on it is a very good play, I will say.
Yeah, but I will say this, though. Meadow costs Rise at least about 4 to 5 minutes worth of progression. This gave Vlad a chance to clear one shrine while Rise was still clearing his third.
Alright, I'm just gonna step away for a minute, everybody. QC will be right back.
Alright. And with that being said, everybody, Rise does beat Kapura, albeit a very, very sketchy duel. Vlad clearing his second shrine, and likely will go to Mountain, probably, if I had to guess. Yep, Vlad will opt to go with Mountain here. Vlad will make some adjustments. Pick his deck. Perfect for Mountain Mage / Atenza. Alright, Rise getting past Meadow Shrine. I think likely he'll go to Mountain just straight up after this without saving. If either that or he's just gonna save. Yeah, he's gonna save. Now I think Rise doesn't go for final 6 here, because of the lost progression that he had to endure with Meadow. Oh, he's going Forest. Okay, he has not done Mountain yet. This is a very interesting scenario for Rise here. He does pick up a Karyushin. It's a good tier 2 dragon. Oh, he puts the Dark Magician in. Not even putting in the Jirai Gumo. Wow. Rise, I'm very disappointed in you. Very, very disappointed. Vlad 3 turns Mountain Mage. We've seen one, I think, 1 or 2 maybe MBDs from Mountain, if chat can confirm for me, but I know I've seen at least 1 in the Season 5 tournament. What do we have here? Nothing in particular, it looks like. A bunch of common drops there. Alright, Vlad's quickly going to go into Atenza, while Rise finishes up Forest Mage. There's Beast Skull Star for Vlad. Alright, Rise is going to get started on Anabisius, it looks like. Ooh, that's not a bad opening hand. Double Umi here is great. Just going to get a free 2-card draw. And sees a Mystical Sand Fusion on Ocean? What? Okay. I did not expect that to happen. Oh, wow. That is weird.
Alright, I am back.
You just...
What is Rise doing?
You just missed it just now. He's on Anabisius. Rise tossed 2 Umis to play Umi. And Anabisius fused Mystical Sand with a Stone Armadillo and Rhysepk of Dun in hand.
What the heck?
Yep.
I thought Rise played Mystical Sand. I'm like, he's got like no females in the deck anymore. Like, what?
Nope, that was Anabisius that did that.
Wow.
Vlad finishing off against Atenza, so that's 3 shrines complete for Vlad. Rise opting to do Anabisius before going to Mountain, surprisingly enough.
And there it is.
Alright, so it is a 1 shrine situation between both runners, with Rise completing his 4th, and Vlad finishing his 3rd. Vlad going to Meadow.
Okay, be safe.
I actually was not paying attention, I'm going to be honest with you.
Oh no, I hope he's safe.
I hope so too. This is a critical moment in the run, folks.
It is extremely dangerous to not save before Kapura.
Yeah, that's a cardinal sin, I would say. Alright, Rise, with going into Mountain now, is committing to Final 7. And
okay.
With that meta loss that he suffered earlier, I can understand why he's doing that.
I mean, that's fine. This means he'll be doing some meta farming.
Yeah, meta farming I think is going to be on the menu here for Rise.
He's got a bit of time. He gets to watch Vlad. Vlad's lost the 2 hardest shrines to do. And, you know, if things go sideways for Vlad, Rise can say, okay, well, I have more time to farm. Or Vlad could get really lucky, win both times, and Rise still, at minimum, gets 2 meta duels. Maybe more.
Yeah, it's possible. He's got plenty of real estate to do it. He's got at least about a 4 or 5 minute advantage, so that's enough for at least 3 duels.
Yep.
But the more Vlad gets slowed down here on Meadow, the more time it's going to give Rise to farm.
What Guardian Star did low Meadow play?
Started with Mercury, believe it or not.
Mercury, okay, that's always
yeah.
That's
it was a warrior tradition start,
nice.
And then he had to equip Blackland Fire Dragon with 2 Bright Castles.
So I think a big thing for Vlad here is if Vlad wins MBD, we're already on the verge of possibly seeing a really, really great comeback, but an MBD would further that. MBD would be so valuable.
Yeah, MBD in these kind of runs will make you just zoom through the campaign duels if you're able to draw it early.
Like, I remember, there was a race where I bottom decked my trap twice in a row. Rabbit.
Exclusive drop on Mountain Mage, believe it or not.
Yep, I bottom decked my trap twice in a row after it took me 6 duels to win a trap. So I said, F this, I'm gonna go Meadow Farm a bunch.
Speaking of MBD, there it is.
Hello? What? And it 3 Dark Magicians!
Oh, wow. Okay. Now, this is a very... very scary situation for Vlad, because he has to win this duel against Kapura to keep that, and those 3 Dark Magicians.
Yeah, so I bottom decked my trap twice after 6 attempts for a trap. So I said, I'm gonna go Meadow Farm. It's pretty to win like 3 MBDs, 2 Red Eyes, 2 Meteor Dragons. I had 1 Equip and 1 Widespread, and I beat the game with that.
Yeah, you never know what kind of deck you're gonna have, especially when you try to face the end game. Even, like, I've seen runners beat the game with just 2 Equip. Just 2 regular Equips. And usually that was like...
What is that?
Oh my gosh!
Well, he's probably keeping those things. Yeah,
But
it looks like he'll probably keep those things.
he's got to survive a turn here. It's not over yet, because we've seen Kapura do stupid things after playing cards like Red Eyes or Empress Judge or Gaia.
If he, at this point, I believe, top decks get Guardian, he can equip it. Or is that only when he has a monster on the field?
Yeah, it's only when he has a monster on the field.
You
Right.
got, wow! I am curious what that is.
That's likely Gaia the Fierce Knight.
He's Kapura, he traded all his cards to Playground, you know. He saw a really cool, like,
yeah, it's a Gaia.
Card
Gaia, that's on 2300 mode, so that's what I figured it was.
That's insane.
Right.
He wins!
Yes, he wins. Rhys going to Kaiba. That's an interesting swerve. Immortal Thunder drop there, which is fantastic.
I think he wants at least one more DCJ to have some more removal for Ultimate.
I think that's fair.
But I think he might just do like one or two, and then he might go do some. I think it's like he's gonna like mix and match the Sin Meadow.
Yeah, if he gets at least one DCJ, he's definitely going to Meta Mage for sure. He's gonna give up some of the time though for Vlad to catch up on Shrine progression, which he's done 4 now because of the Kapura.
That was.
But Rhys is going to have to be careful because Vlad has a lot of cards that are beneficial for his deck now. The MBD, 3 Dark Magicians, and that Dragon Thunder count is starting to help big time. And
his win percentage hasn't even been updated yet.
It will be updated hopefully soon, TM.
I think it'll jump to like 47, 48%.
Yeah, MBD is that big of a game changer.
Well, and you have to account for the triple Dark Magicians he won as well.
Exactly.
It's like crazy how much better his deck is. Like that might like I've seen a lot of good Meadows, and that is like up there with like the A tier ones.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you there.
Like the S tiers belong to like the people winning more than one MBD. Or like the very, very like I think I saw someone triple MBD in a Skull Knight and won. And that's to say has been like the best one I've ever seen.
Yeah, it definitely speaks wonders for sure.
Alright, so and yeah, 50% even. Dear God. That is so good. And again, chat, we're at the point where Final 7 is like it is a true test of patience and skill. Because you can win it on the first try, it could take you 5 tries. Hell, I've seen someone have it take 8. If you played vanilla, you're probably in the 20 plus. Ultimate is brutal. Spike Seedra.
Nothing as far as removal, but just the Spike Seedra, which is a good 1600 tier 2.
So chat, even if you see someone with like a 76% deck, it's never GG's until they can successfully beat Nightmare, be it by having something that can tie or kill Ultimate, or winning the following turn.
Not over till we see the last card drop from Nightmare.
Yeah, exactly. So now Vlad moving on to Anubis. Now we saw Rhys get a super easy mode. Will Vlad see the same thing? That is an extremely good hand.
Yeah, I think that wins at least 99% of duels right there, unless that happens.
Oh! So chat, he doesn't play Duster all that often, so seeing him played is very, very rare.
Yeah, it's very uncharted territory there. I do like the 3300 start here from Vlad because you don't see Pug'em really all that much.
No. Actually, I want to check the chance of Pug'em because I want to say it's around like 20-30%, but I also feel like that's wrong. So playing Pug'em is a 48.
And there's the Pug'em right there. Oh, wow.
Oh, God. Oh, no. Why did I do that? I cursed it into existence. Oh, crap.
It's such an aggro mode for Vlad. Alright, this is good news also for Rhys because Vlad could potentially lose in time here if he's not able to draw when he needs. But
what is that?
Anubis gets a back row there. Alright, there's Umi.
Okay.
The only thing that Vlad does not want to see is another Feather Duster.
No Duster.
Oh,
Fake out
does not get a
unsuccessful.
fake out, but that's fine, because the Umi is still on the field.
What is that?
That's a Javelin Beetle.
Okay. He should be fine here. Because he's got the 38 hand, the Umi makes the Pugum weaker. It can't get over. He should win here, yeah. The only thing that I think would be bad is if he'd have to play Forest, so Blood would have to break it out, be able to like play nothing, and then Sogan back and equip the Javelin Beetle, which is like
another worst case scenario here is if that face down is a Forest and he top decked Pugum right now.
Yes.
And he did not.
It's
so that's good news. Alright, that'll seal the deal for Vlad here.
Very nice. And Rhys going in. Does not see a DCJ.
The reason why you don't want to keep the Pugum alive is because when you have a monster that is favored by the field that you play, the opponent will usually prioritize the field magic card in that situation.
Yeah. But if I'll use Kapur as an example. So you start with Sogan pretty much every single time. But if you Umi, and then he plays Gate Guardian, you don't kill the Gate Guardian. He'll, I would say, in about 7 out of 10 cases, plays Sogan back. But he can't be like Meadow Mage and just play it out of nowhere.
Or all the low mages, really, and Neku.
Yes. But if it benefits him, he'll play it. The AI is much smarter in that sense.
Yeah. Alright, so we saw Rhys starting Final 7 and is having a little bit of a hard time drawing cards. He does finally draw something to get over that second Sangha that Vlad Mage decided to play.
I imagine Vlad's going straight in, and I gotta tell you, Nate, Vlad's deck is much faster than Rhys's.
Yeah, Vlad has the advantage of the MBD and all the removal and equips, so Rhys is really going to have to play very smart and very cautiously if he wants to win this match.
This being as close it is, chat, when I said every second matters later, this is the exact situation I'm talking about, where Rhys feel like he can't take his time to play.
Oh.
He has to play...
Tripwire Beast. That's huge.
Ooh, yeah. So Rhys has to play... He has to play quick. Well, you can probably see both players take a few risks that are usually misplays, but because it's in a fast-paced setting where Vlad has the faster deck, you're going to see them take a few risks to try to gain the upper hand. We're at a point now where the difference is literally only 30 seconds, and that time loss could come from any duel, anytime, anywhere.
Yeah. Well, Rhys right now just got past Labyrinth Mage, so at least about a 2-minute head start going into Rhysepk.
Yes.
Remember, the path, chat, is left, right, right, right.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's also left, 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 left.
Yeah. Back and to the left. Back
how about
and to the left.
Down, up, left, right.
Well, this is not the Konami code, okay?
Or how about back, forward, down, forward?
Hey, up,
circle,
up, down, down, left, right, circle, cross, start.
I get that reference. I don't think a lot of people in chat do, but I do. I'm a wrestling nerd.
That's a Konami reference. That's Konami code, by the way, for anybody wondering.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah. Up,
I thought that was up, down, down.
Yeah,
reference.
up, down, down, left, right, BA start.
That okay. Well, can we see that on to the third?
I could tell you this: Rhys is probably pissed to see that draw. Like, can we see that on set of third, please?
Or Nightmare, or literally anywhere else but this duel.
Yeah.
The one duel we only need one spell.
This duel is useless. Okay, the next true duelist is actually going to be coming up here. That being Neku.
We can see Metal Zoa here, Nate. We can see Metal Zoa here.
Metal Zoa, we could see Zoa. We can see a bunch of cards here. Rhysepk has a fantastic drop pool. But don't look now, though, but Vlad is not too far behind. Be very careful, chat. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear.
Mm-hmm. Alright. I'll be back in a sec.
Okie dokie.
I won't be gone too long.
Alright, Rhys getting past Rhysepk, and Vlad just entering Rhysepk. Alright, see how Rhys deals with the true final boss in the game. Picks up another Zoa and a Thunder. The Zoa is probably the most important drop here. Now he has 2 Zoas. This match is coming down to the wire, folks. And keep in mind also, everybody, it is a best out of 3 series between both Rhys and Vlad. So, while Game 1 will decide who the winner is in this match, it is not over because we'll have another matchup coming up later this week. In fact, I'll take a look at the schedule while this duel is going on. So, for you folks wondering when the next match is going to be, it is going to be on Wednesday, December 17th. Same time that we started at. It's 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 7:30 p.m. Brazilian Time. Rhys getting the Umi down. That is a good sign that he can get past Neku very easily. But with Rhys having a slow duel, Vlad is right there, folks. Vlad is literally going to Neku. Thunder Dragon for Vlad. And a Zoa. Alright. We have ourselves a battle, folks. Ooh. Vlad gets a Feather Duster play there for Neku, which is very uncommon. The only downside to Vlad's deck is the low Thunder count, so it's going to be a matter of what Vlad draws on this next turn. Does he opt to go for an attack here? And the answer is yes. That's perfectly okay, because there is a backside chance for Neku to start with Bakuri Box. Yep, sees a Zoa start, which is very common. That and Skull Knight. Alright, Rhys on Hai Shin. Let's see what his opening hand is. He draws a 3,800, and that is that for Hai Shin. Barring any mistakes or any Exodia play of any kind, Rhys is going to go very quickly to Seto third. As I said, Vlad not too far behind. Has control against Neku. Oh, wow. He gets a defensive start on Hai Shin. Not even a face-down attack. And he gets... Looks like... Oh, it's a Zera start. Alright, so that's great for Rhys. It's going to be an SA Pal, and with the Dark Energy in hand, Rhys is going to save an attack next turn.
I'm here! What's happening?
Rhys is about the SA Pal Hai Shin. So chat, get your calls in for 4s.
Pausogen! Pausogen. Or no!
I'm gonna call Skull.
Songa.
I'm gonna call Skull Knight on this one. Flame Cerberus. That's a 12. It's a good draw for Hundo, but I digress. All right, Vlad is on his way to Hai Shin now.
Okay.
We've seen slow duels in this tournament where runners have been backed up on Seto third, Dark Knight, Nightmare.
Yep.
Now, Rhys has the advantage with some of the cards, but we'll see if he's able to capitalize. He gets a twin-headed Thunder Dragon.
Twin-headed is nice. Not a 20, but nice.
Now he's going to probably just put in the one DCJ that he has, and I think that is that. All right, so with 3 Umis in the deck, 5 equips, 2 removals, 3 including Geki. Let's see what he starts with here. He starts with the 3,300 draw. Not the best. Keep in mind that Rhys has 2 Zoas in his deck. He picked up one from Rhysepk earlier. It's sunny in Egypt! No! Also, Vlad gets an MBD start on Hai Shin. Is he gonna...
Oh, Geki! Geki!
There's a Umi into Geki. This is actually very huge. And he drew a Zoa, so if he draws Megamorph, he just outright wins. But, oh, Seto going aggro mode. It's another sun.
No!
Wow, that's a double. All right.
Okay, it's back row.
Back row or Wall Shadow is the only way out on this one. But Keep in mind, Vlad is hanging in there. Oh, he gets a back row. That's a 60% back row there. That's good.
It is widespread.
Gotta have it here. And he does not draw it! These are dire times now for Rhys. He wishes that he had more removal.
Vlad is gonna lose!
And another back row. Oh, Vlad is in trouble against Haishin.
Where's that back row?
I'm curious to know what that is, too.
There's another DCJ!
Yeah, there's his DCJ right there. That's huge. So now, the only equips that Rhys has remaining are 2 Megamorphs. He drew all 3 of his regular equips. And another back row. Okay, so it has 2 magic cards and a trap in the back row.
I think you just toss 2 here, and you be patient and wait. Or, okay. No,
that's fine. That's fine. He has another Zoa in his deck. But he wants to see what the next monster is. It's a Mars.
MBD. It's MBD.
Vlad's in a very awkward situation here against Haishin. He should back rows against that Blue Eyes. It's 2 trap cards. And Rhys gets a 3800 twin-headed. Now he has to put that in a magic lock.
He has to be careful.
But Rhys has control for right now, but it's not over. Not by a long shot. Oh, okay, it's a regular Blue Eyes.
There's widespread.
Yeah, he's gonna put the widespread down, but the problem is that one of those could be a Feather Duster, or you just could have it in this hand.
No?
Yes.
Yep.
Alright, so that is a Feather Duster confirmed. We don't know what those other 2 magic cards are, though. Now, the problem is that Rhys has not drawn any of his Megamorphs. He still has both Megamorphs in his deck. But he has no more removal besides Raigeki. No, actually, he uses Raigeki. He has no more removal. He's gonna have to be...
top deck would not be good.
Yeah, he's gonna have to be very careful here. Also, Vlad's in a very awkward situation against Haishin, where he has to magic lock him. Alright, there's a 4800.
Rhys is in a horrible spot.
No, Rhys is fine. Rhys is fine.
Because now he really can't break magic lock.
Yeah, he has to take it super slow, though, unfortunately.
But he does win. It's gonna take some time, but he should win.
Also, Haishin, it looks like Megamorph the Zera. He has to kill the Zera. If he does kill the Zera, that's huge. If he had killed the Blue Eyes, he would have broken Magic Lock. No, actually, he wouldn't have broken Magic Lock, because Zera is boosted on Yami. It's a 3300. Yep. Like, keeping the Blue Eyes alive is fine, too. But a lot of action happening all at once, folks. Rhys has to take a slow duel on Seto Third because of Magic Lock, and Vlad also has to take a slow duel because of Magic Lock.
The unfortunate thing is Rhys can't A-Tech because he tosses trap.
Yeah, he tossed his trap, unfortunately. But Vlad's going to have control against Haishin, and now is able to win the duel. So,
that's 4 magics.
Yeah, it's all 4 of them. Either could be Feather Duster, Geki, or Shadow Spell. But, like, keeping the MBD alive with Magic Lock, chat, Zeto's not going to play any of those. Unless he fills up his entire back row and just plays another one on top. Oh, he top decked another MBD. Right. And that is a win for Rhys. Wow.
That was close.
Rhys snatching victory for the Jaws of Defeat. And it's going to move on to Dark Knight. Vlad, meanwhile, having a really slow duel. That did benefit Rhys in the end.
Rhys has passed the harder of the 2 between Nightmare and Dark Knight. Or Nightmare and Seto Third.
Yeah, that is what you call a full-on gauntlet, folks. Yeah, Rhys getting bailed out also by all the back row that Seto Third ended up playing.
Dragon's Army for Vlad?
Yeah, he took out 2 Dark Magicians, to put that in. I think he's going to put in his 3 DCJs, or 2 DCJs, excuse me.
Yep.
Alright, Vlad's going to have to hope for a miracle here, with Rhys having a free shot at Dark Knight and Nightmare. Double widespread draw there for Vlad. That's not bad, but given where Rhys is at right now, it is slow. It's going to go for round 2 here, I'm pretty sure. We've seen Seto Third play Magic Back Row in certain situations.
Yep, and that's pretty much a win.
Plays a monster.
That is a monster. Oh, it's a moon. What is it? Gate Guardian.
Gate Guardian is fine, as long as he can draw one of his equips or 2 equips. Does he... he's going to toss the Umi here. I'm okay with this play, but Umi also could have been beneficial in the end. So we see Rhys starting with Umi turn 1 on Dark Knight. That was risky.
Yeah.
What trap is that Dark Knight played? That is not a widespread. So it has a 1 in 3 chance of being a reverse trap here. So for anybody wondering what traps Dark Knight has, it's Reverse Trap, Bad Reaction, Smochi, and Goblin Fan. But Rhys drawing the outs and is likely going to 4-turn here, and 8-POW in the process. We can see Bicky Box. Seto Third playing a defensive monster now.
Yep, he's good.
But the question is, does Rhys finish the job here against Nightmare?
Let's see. Maybe he'll have a Bakuri box to help him. Or that.
There's your card.
Or that.
All right, everybody, it is coming down to Nightmare. Rhys can go up 1-0 in his best of 3 if he succeeds. Won multiple Curse of Dragons there. All right, the time has come, folks. Not the best opener. It's a 4-monster special, but he has to toss for Twin-Headed here. Vlad, in the meantime, has finished Seto Third.
What is that?
It's a...
Oh, no!
Oh, my goodness. Oh. Okay, this is awkward. Vlad is not letting up here. Rhys has to hope for a miracle draw on turn 2. Or turn 3, rather.
Or a wall shadow here.
It's a moon.
That is not a wall shadow.
Okay, he's down to B-Skull. Okay, if he draws DCJ or Geki here, he's fine. More than likely.
2 out of like 25 chance!
Alright, there's Geki. But he does not draw an equip. This is actually kind of bad. Depending on what Nightmare does here, what happens. Okay, plays another monster here. It's a twin-headed. Okay, as long as he has a twin-headed, he can tie. And he does. He is able to tie. It's not over, though. Not by a long shot.
He can't fuse here.
Yeah, he can fuse. If he fuses MBD, it's over. I know. Or if it's a top deck, it's over. It's over! It's a Pogum top deck!
No!
A crushing blow to Rhys.
That is some shit! Oh god, okay, now Lactic's trying to see what?
A Megamorph Red Ice?
Megamorph?
Okay, widespread was definitely correct there. Unbelievable. Dark Knight has used 1 Megamorph already. I think the correct play is to go for a 3300. But this also gives Dark Knight 2 chances to top deck. Or Rhys. That's a really unfortunate way to go down.
A top deck Pugum. Not only a top deck Pugum, the exact
lethal, yeah.
Exact lethal. Like what a slap in the face or a punch in the gut.
Oh, wow. Dark Knight's down to Garvis?
That's scary, Nate. That can be pretty scary, huh?
Oh, please don't remind me. Okay, he's not out of monsters, but he doesn't top deck.
Chat, when he runs out of monsters, the real spooky stuff happens. You might see a Swords revealing light out of nowhere, or a Geki, or a Crush card, or a back row Widespread, which is better than better case scenario than all of those.
What a bizarre Dark Knight duel, though. Rhysepk are done last monster. Alright, Vlad's in a position now to go up 1-0 in this best of 3. The question is, does Vlad finish the job?
Let's see. No tier 2s from that, so now...
He's got all the time in the world to double check his deck and see if he needs to add anything. And he does not need to add anything. So, Vlad, on the precipice of coming back. 3 widespreads, 2 DCJs.
That's bad!
Picks up an Umi turn 1. Not the best card you want to see.
Wait, that's very similar to the hand Rise got turn 1 against Nightmare. Funnily enough.
Very close, yeah.
What's Vlad's start? That's an MBD?
Yeah, MBD's really good. He has the outs for it. He also has an MBD in his deck. He has Geki. He's gonna set it.
Geki! I'm setting it good!
Not a top deck here.
Going down?
Okay, well, at least Vlad's gonna have the chance to rip the Geki on turn 3 here. And he's down to Metal Zoa.
Okay. He can toss 5 here, though.
He's got to think it over, though. And he does make the correct card fusion for Twin-Headed. So, Vlad is in control against Nightmare, but it's far from over, folks. Vlad getting nothing else. Not Vlad, but Rise getting nothing on his Meadow Farm, unfortunately. If Vlad falls here, Rise is in a condition to come back.
No top deck.
That's a Moon in defense. He has DCJ.
That looks real good. That looks real good. I think that actually might just be...
Yeah, making the 3,300 is correct here, I feel like, because it doesn't matter if you make a 3,800. It's still the same thing if Ultimate is played. So, it is coming down to one more turn, folks. And Rise stopped playing for some reason.
Hey, so...
If a Gate Guardian is top decked or Pugum, it's over.
That's bad.
And that's GG.
Hey, that's GG's for Vlad.
There it is.
Vlad wins game 1.
What a
Again,
come from behind win by Vlad.
Again, chat, only game 1. There's at most 2 more games to be played. Rise is not out of the tournament yet. A very stressful first match. Wow.
What a finish, folks. 147.47 is the finishing time for Vlad. What a race.
Wow.
So what did we learn from this? Nightmare is rude. He plays Ultimate. If you don't have anything, it's game over.
Yep. Nightmare's a bitch.
It do be like that sometimes.
Yep.
Woo-wee. What a finish.
Great race.
What did we also learn? MBD go burr.
Yep. Do we even see MBD all that much from Vlad?
I've seen it a few times. I've seen it quite a few.
Okay.
That was a very, very entertaining race.
No question.
So Vlad picking up the first win in this best of 3 series. Again, as Quality Content said, it is not over for Rise, as, again, this is a best 2 out of 3 series. Rise has a chance to come back and take the series, flip the 1-0, and then win 2-1, like I used to do in Season 3, smiley face. Anybody remember Heart Attack Nate?
Yep.
Anyways, yeah, what were your thoughts on this match, QC? This was very fun to watch.
Super close. A-Techs were great. DMK was a bit rough, but Vlad managed to come back from getting very unlucky on DMK. A-Techs were great. One MBD from Low Meadow, always happy to see that. So I think Vlad is feeling pretty good. I think Rise he's feeling a little crushed, but It's not over yet, and I got a very entertaining 1 hour 47-minute race out of this. So I feel great.
I think chat got their money's worth on this one with a 1 hour 47-minute race. I will say this also. Vlad struggled really hard in the very beginning to get Dragons and Thunders, but just getting everything that he needed in campaign plus that MBD was absolute money in the end.
What a race. And we've seen a lot of close races lately. Imagine the next 2 matches.
Yeah, speaking of different matches, let's go over what we have coming up here later this week, shall we?
Yes, let's.
So tomorrow, in the same time slot at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 7:30 p.m. Brazil time, 5:30 Central, 3:30 Pacific, we have a matchup with Chrome against Guy. That I believe is the Group A bottom bracket, I want to say. Yeah, that's the Group A bottom bracket. That's the second bottom bracket matchup that we'll have. And that is game 1 in that best-of-3 series. So the winner of that series will advance to the quarterfinals for Group A, as the same thing with Rhys and Vlad that you all just watched. And as I mentioned before, on Wednesday, you'll see Rhys and Vlad battle it out in game 2 in this best-of-3 series. And if necessary, game 3 will follow up on Thursday in the same time slot. So all times, as I mentioned, are correspondent to respective time zones. So again, if you guys are interested in checking out the schedule for Season 5, I do have that in the chat if you are interested in checking that out. In addition to that as well, if you're interested in checking out the bracket, that spreadsheet also has the same thing. But yeah, it's only 2 matches 2 series matches this week. That being with Rhys and Vlad, and Chrome and Guy. So yeah, a lot of Brazilian speedrunners going at it this week, but definitely very exciting at what we just saw too. So QC, it's been a pleasure to have you on commentary for this one. Thank you so much for being here.
Yeah. All right. Bye, guys.
Take care, QC. Absolutely. Bye. And chat, thank you so much again for hanging out. Really do appreciate it. Before we go, we'll take one last look at the brackets once they do pop up here, and we will sign off. If you guys have any final thoughts or comments, you're more than welcome to mention them in the chat. For you folks over on the YouTube side, again, I appreciate you all hanging out. I'm going to go ahead and end the stream for the YouTube side of things. Thank you so much for watching, everybody on YouTube. And if you are interested in checking out the FMSR or FMBR restreams, I have links to those in the description of the live stream, so be sure to check that out and join us over there as well. But for right now, we'll see you guys over on the Twitch side. Thank you for hanging out.